The first bit of advice was about the hereafter. Then number 2 came the aspect of dunya. They said to him, focus all of your resources to the building of the home of the hereafter, and do not forget your portion of dunya. Subhanallah. I don't think it needs any further elaboration, does it? In other words, make your main focus in life Allah and your Jannah, but don't forget the affairs of your dunya. So what comes first and what comes second in the life of a Muslim? Now, take that example, that model, that arrangement, and then every one of us, beginning with myself, apply it to your life. Does this model represent our 9 to 5? Or have we maybe twisted it the other way around, where we have focused all of our resources and time and effort and reading and investment and ambition and consultation and dua for dunya, and we're trying not to forget our hereafter as well on the side? Be honest with yourself, dear brother, dear sister. Because if you find that the latter model applies to you, i.e. it's what Qarun was doing, it may just explain why you are experiencing so many difficulties in your life. Internally, emotionally, spiritually, financially, physically. Because the ambitions have been misplaced. And what happens when ambitions in life are misplaced and the hereafter becomes secondary and tertiary? What happens? The promise of the Prophet ﷺ has to come into effect. What was the promise of the Messenger? Alayhi salatu wasalam. It was that which was found in Imam al-Tirmidhi's Jami' on the authority of Anas, the famous hadith, where he said, alayhi salatu wasalam, Man kanat al-akhiratu hammahu, ja'ala Allahu ghinahu fi qalbih, wa jama'a lahu shamlah, wa atathu ad-dunya wa hiya raghimah. ومن كانت الدنيا همه جعل الله فقره بين عينيه وفرق عليه شمله ولم يأته من الدنيا إلا ما قدر له. He said, whoever makes the hereafter his main concern in his life, Allah will do 3 things for him. Try to memorize these. Allah will do 3 things for him. Allah will place his richness within his heart. He will make him feel he is rich even though he may not have much. Allah will place richness within his heart. Number 2, Allah will gather for him all of his affairs. Everything falls into place. You want to read Quran, you have time. You want to give charity, you have the extra wealth. You want to pray at night, your body supports you. You want to lower your gaze, your body is ready. Your affairs come together, deen and dunya, family and friends. What's number 3? He said, and dunya will come to him whilst it is in a state of humiliation. Whether you like it or not, even when you run away from them, aspects of dunya, it will come running to your doorstep. And I'm sure, and I know them myself, and I'm sure that you know them too, brothers and sisters who have turned a blind eye to their dunya, working for their dunya, but their hearts are focused towards Allah, and the dunya just keeps running at them. You know who they are. Tayyib. What about the opposite? Somebody who makes dunya his main concern. The opposite of the 3. He said, and whoever makes the life of this world his main concern, Allah will do 3 things to him. He will place poverty between his very eyes. Meaning wherever he looks, he sees poverty. He may have a lot of savings, tens, hundreds of thousands. He may have a very comfortable job, which other people, they don't have. But wherever he looks, he still feels weak and he still feels poor and he needs more. Allah will place poverty between his eyes. Number 2, Allah will scatter his affairs. Nothing is achieved in his life. Number 3, nothing of dunya will come to him except that which Allah has written for him. Notice the wording of the hadith, whoever makes the hereafter his main concern. That is relief. It didn't say his only concern. It said his main concern. Because Islam is pragmatic and practical. It recognizes that you have other concerns in your life. You're concerned about your wealth. I'm concerned about my wealth. I'm concerned about my health. I'm concerned about the children. I'm concerned about the bills. I'm concerned about the ummah. That's all of us. We have other concerns in life. But the hadith did not say obliterate all of your other concerns and make it just a hereafter. It says no, just rearrange them. Just rearrange them and place the hereafter here. Number 1, and everything else will, by Allah's permission, fall into place. Wallahi, it's easier said than done. May Allah forgive us. But this is the Prophet's promise.